Right, so hello viewers and welcome back to our Let's Play of Battle Academy 2. So this will be the lower half of mission number 3, and man oh man, I'm kind of tired right now to be frank, but I think we'll just continue get this rolling and see how we do in breaking the enemy's lines here. Seeing as how this shouldn't be all too much longer. So a lot more MG fire, our guys are firing back, and not doing too much damage from the looks of it here. Ooh, that's not good. What is... oh, I see, they're putting down more mortar fire. We'll have to find those mortars and we'll have to take them out soon. Those things are getting quite annoying. Oh, would you look at that? One more tank fried, so that's not too bad. So, hopefully we'll switch back to our turn now. Yeah, there we go. Oh, perfect, and a rocket barrage comes down. So that should smack all over the town. We're getting a few direct hits on the buildings, too. I wonder if you can collapse the buildings inside the game. That would be something cool to do. Though it doesn't look like that, yeah, that is gonna happen anytime soon. Right, so what I think we'll do here is that we'll heal up some more guys. I want to clear forest path here out. And, you know what, quite honestly, I could just charge the, or one of our tanks forwards to clear it out. I mean, that's kind of a viable option. You know what, over here, what I think I'll do is that I'll get this, unrallied Soviet Union, or Soviet unit to move forward, see whether or not we can see anything. As soon as we can, I'll get a tank to shoot at it. And over here, let's do a bit of a tank charge. Ooh, yikes, our T-70 broke down, so that's not good. Yeah, some of these vehicles will have these prone to breaking down, prone to bogging, I think, is another one. And these units are just, of course, a tad lacking on select transport functionalities there, and it's just to model the fact that some of the World War II tanks weren't necessarily the most reliable vehicles. Now, with the Soviet ones, some of them were better, some of them were pretty resilient, some of them weren't. The Germans, of course, especially had a knack for that, where some of their vehicles were just absolutely great in battle, but terrible in practice, I guess, with just the amount of repairs and stuff you had to do with them there. So, yeah, just a neat note on the historical aspects of the game. And I guess continuing off the game, we'll get our guys to spread out here and clear out the backwoods and area. So that should be, yeah, that's just, you know, underway there. Let's get the tank to lay down some fire on that heavy fortification. I'll get these guys to, let's see, move into this area, clear out this woods. Everything is there. Everything seems to be all right there, and let's send up a scout. See what we can see inside the trench line here. And ooh, would you look at that? There is there's no troops in there. Not at least not in the fortification. So perhaps it's just this machine gun team. So we'll put down one shell into it, suppress it, so then we can charge it here, clear it out with a few grenades. And that sweeps out this trench line. Well, that's not entirely true. There's still a few bits left. Ooh, found a Panzerschreck team with our flamethrower team, so we'll burn those guys out, make them surrender just like that. And that should be center... no, almost. That's almost center trench line. So, in that note, we'll get our tank to drive over here, capture the actual point. I think I'll get the IS-2 to move down. And let's see, that brings that unit's morale down to an even 50 points, so one more shot and that one should be suppressed. So perfect, that works for us. Let's get some of these infantry units to move then. Really liking this map picture, this mini-map picture of all of our units just swarming about, and there is just no resistance on the German part there. So it's quite pretty in that regards. Now, let's see. We see a single MG42 here. Let's bring up one of the assault guns. Get this to fire off a few high explosive rounds, see whether or not that can take care of it. No, ooh, that's not good. Huh, lucky for us, this SU-85 managed to get all the way through that minefield tile, alright. So that's good. And I guess over here, I really want to make a push for like highway and the HQ location right there. But this is still just really risky. I guess we'll get our infantry to just move forward slightly. Over here, all of the troops that can do anything have already done something, so I guess I'll heal up that that squad right there. This might be also kind of risky. I'm gonna get our tanks to just ignore these fortifications for now. Put a few more rounds there, and let me see whether or not... here, you know what? I'll get one of my IS-2s to retreat. That way the mine clear tank can detonate those two tiles. And this will allow the IS-2s and all... Ooh. Whoops. That was... Sorry, folks. That is... yeah, I didn't check the pathfinding there. But I guess the tank crew thought it'd be fine to go through the minefield rather than, you know, going around through the path that we've made here. So we'll have to keep note of that in the future. And see whether or not the game's predicted path corresponds to what we expect from the vehicles there. So that is unfortunately one of the heavier tanks lost. Either way, we can lose up to 4 more units before failing that secondary objective. So it's not that big of a deal. And either way, I believe the vast majority of the German resistance here is, for intents and purposes, already beat back. It's gonna still put a fight from the HQ though. And I suspect that this HQ place is where all of the mortars are coming from. Makes sense. Ooh. I see the mortars are, they are truly area of effect weapons. They don't just hit one tile, they hit all the ones around as well. So that's nice to know. And let's see, I'm gonna get the IS-2 to drive up one tile. I'd really like it if it could hit that light building over there. But I'll take the infantry squad here. That'll rout them, technically kill them. Get our tank to drive forwards here. It can see into some of these buildings, so I'll just get it to light off some fire. And in the meantime, let's see, these guys can spot, so we'll let them do their thing. And I want to see where we can move from, or move into. And I guess I'll get these infantry squads to do their thing here. We can't get into we can't get into these heavy fortifications for from the looks of it, just going off the fact that they are ooh. Because there are wrecks in there. Huh. Guess I'll try to sweep out this this one machine gun nest to see how much damage is taken. Ooh. That is quite nasty. There is a lot of stuff guarding this area. Let's get the land mine clearer tank to move forwards. It's not going to be able to shoot at anything here, unfortunately. One of our heavier guns is going to smoke that panzer. Just like that. So that'll deal with one thing. Use one of our turreted tanks to put a few rounds there. And the tanks are through now. One of the dangers about these combined arms situations is that you don't want to have the tanks outpace the infantry by all too much. But at the same time, right now in this area of the map, we have this infantry shortage. It's one thing. Let's get a few of these tanks to smoke out this tower and smoke out that trench. And let's see. Get this tank to drive forward one, and that should allow our infantry to go forwards here. Ooh. So some infantry inside that trench for sure, and I want to say that there's a few guys inside that back building over there, so those will be 2 targets that we had to deal with. Over here, let's see. So these tanks have already fired off their shots. I guess I could smoke out this metal trench with with one of our vehicles inside the back here. A lot of our troops are broken, which is, you know, suppressed, which is rather unfortunate. Ah, there we go. Spotted one of those MGs, and would you look at that, we still have a shot coming off of this SU-152, so we'll do that. And what else? This thing should probably turn. That is all we have. Ah, I see. Okay, so they have this entire, where they seem to have this village occupied for the most part. So, I'll get the scout unit to pull back. I don't want to lose any more of these troops, just going off of the fact that we can only lose 4 more. So keep those back. Have some spare SMG troops that I forgot about, so we'll move those guys forward. And over here, let's put a few rounds into this light building. Hope it's clear, because I'm just about to drive my tank around it like that. And let's see. Right, so we can cap Western Road like that. The tank should be able to just hold the position for the most part. So that'll be good. We just really want to barge into this trench. Right, and anything over there will just die next turn. And there you go, there's another target down. And it's another fortification captured. Ooh. Some German infantry lying about in the forest area over here. Let's see whether or not our tanks can possibly help out with this. It's a flame tank after all, so it'd be really neat if we could burn them out. But it doesn't look like we can. So, oh well. It's a suppressed German squad, so these guys should just melt away once we start dropping some fire on them. Likewise, from over here, we'll make an assault. 86% chance. How does that fail? It's like almost a perfect chance there. Oh well. So see what we can do about advancing over here. And let's see, do any of these tanks still have any firepower left? And this one does. Move forwards. These infantry are out in the open. They should melt away quite fast. And I guess we'll just get these troops to, yeah, move like this. We're running out of infantry, despite me buying all of the ones that were available to us at the very start of the match. Wow, lots of infantry coming off of that forest path. Holy. That's one more infantry squad gone. Okay. What are they doing in here? Oh, I see, they're brawling it out in the forests. Yeah, that is a lot of infantry defending this, this forest, where this HQ area. It's a good thing that these reinforcements came, though, because that is some much appreciated infantry. I guess these reinforcements are either timed or they correspond to say how many losses that you take. Because the first batch, I mean, we barely got anything. We got like 1 or 2 tanks, I guess. And the second time we're getting some more, and luckily we're getting some very highly prized troops here. So that's good. Now, let's see, there's still a few guys just lurking about inside these buildings. So, you know what? Here's what I'll do. I'll drop, I'll get the tanks to just take those people out. Spotted a panzer track here. See what we can do about eliminating this thing. And man, I really just want to go through this HQ area already. Right, so we'll try to clear it out again, see whether or not we take some fire from these buildings over here. I'm gonna see whether or not I can draw that fire out. There we go. Because these MG teams are fairly, like, they're fairly brittle once we put some pressure onto them. But when they're hidden, we're just going up against the infantry solely. They are so deadly. And that's why there's just a huge amount of infantry near this tiny group of buildings. So there we go. Now I should be able to move these guys up. There we go. Soviet riflemen, clear out that tile. And we're gonna receive some fire, that's natural. And that came from the back buildings over there. So this is, yeah, we're gonna get one of the vehicles to charge forwards like that. The second one's gonna come up here. And I hear some German voices, so that looks like that worked out. Okay. And there, that should more or less solve our infantry problem here. At least in the meantime. Now, about the troops, like, rather, about the infantry unit, like, inside this area, I'm probably just going to ignore that. We don't really need to, destroy it. The way I see it, we only need to kill 2 more units, and afterwards we just need to take these positions. So, with that said, we might as well just try to do that in a quick amount of time. Probably not going to have any units in the back, over here, by the, railroad. So that's good. And over here we have a single German infantry unit. Let's get the squad over here to... You know what? I could assault it, but I'm just gonna throw a grenade at it. Those assaults never seem to work out. So there. Got a nice, lovely promotion. I'll get these guys to try to spot enemies. Not that it usually works, but it might be something worth testing in. And there we go. So this area will be gradually cleared. The rest of the spots here seem to be good. Ooh. Still some scouts alive. 51 morale, so they are just holding on there. There we go. 49 chance in doing a close assault. Nah. I think we'll just drop some fire coming from all sides here. Try to clear them out of there. Oh. There we go, drop their morale down to -18, so they should be rendered ineffective. And would you look at that? Now, come to think of it, at the start of this battle, this map was pristine, and would you look at it now, just craters all over the place, and a whole bunch of vehicle wrecks over here. So, very pretty. I think we'll just end the turn there. We have plenty of time to complete our objectives here. Damn, more of those mortars. Okay. So let's see what we can do here. So send in some infantry, grab those buildings, see whether or not I can just, you know, perhaps cap off the HQ sector like that. And with the HQ sector captured, I'm not really sure whether or not we say need to deal with the other stuff. I mean, going down to the highway area over here, we could just send over a fast vehicle. I mean, for example, clear the wreck there. Next turn we can get something, we can move the PT mine roller out of the way and we can get tanks moving through. And I want to say that we can... We'll try this out, but yeah, we'll send a tank just through there. If it does get ambushed, I mean, it's okay, so what, we can lose 2 more units. So that'll, yeah, that'll work out, and likewise over here. Capture the railroad like that. The tanks probably don't have, like, a lot of vision. And would you look at that? Forced path might be, yeah, it might be ours just this turn. So that's good. We have a single Soviet riflemen going up against 4 German infantry. They're holding well though, so that's good. And let's see. Oh, perfect. And this Soviet rifle squad has leveled up to the point where he does indeed have that sniper ability. So that's kind of cool. And that should be, yeah, all of our objectives are pretty much done except for grabbing that last VP location. Thinking about it, yeah, this is open ground, so I can probably get the T-34 back there to cap it off. Yeah, so that's where the mortars are coming from. Oh wow, they managed to retreat a tank from... Wasn't really expecting that. Ooh. That is not very good. Luckily the T-34 seems to be pretty resilient. Okay, so that is this area cleared. Or more or less secured. So that's good. And over here what I should be able to do is just, yeah, pretty much just drive down the road like that. And over here, let's see, I'll get these infantrymen to probe forwards, hopefully expose that thing over here, the mortar. But unfortunately not, so we'll have to move these guys even further out. Oh no! And would you look at that, there is a anti-air half-track over here. That's kind of neat. No, I don't think it'll stand up to a tank. Wow, it actually hit it, too. You know what, I guess we'll just have to deal with that. We'll say that all those things are pinned. That should be good enough. Oh, and there you go, it's retreating now. Either way, this area should be fine. And for the game finishing move, oh, wow. So they indeed have some vehicles defending this location. Oh well, we'll try for the background. We'll go going from here. So either way, highway is under our control now. We might have to hold the tiles for those 10 turns though. We'll see what happens. Still rather surprised that the mortars are able to rally so fast is one thing. And there we go. Right, so objective complete. That was the most bloody mission in our campaign as of yet. So 13 German infantrymen killed. We have 6 Panzer Schreck teams killed as well, 1 German mortar, and they have, yeah, a ton of MGs, heavy machine guns, and the light variant, and I guess the medium variant as well there. So, a lot of stuff. Wow, 10 AT guns on one map too. So I hope you guys enjoyed Mission 3. It's kind of rather unfortunate that it took, 3 episodes to do, but there is that, and I hope to see you guys in Mission 4, which I also hope to be a tad shorter than this one. Anyhow, I'll see you guys there. Bye-bye for now.